Hello, hello, hello. I've been away for a while. Had a lot going on with this whole home buying process. Oh gosh, it's so stressful. Well, it can be stressful. You gonna say hi, Christian?
Hi.
Okay. Okay.
Hi, sure.
Okay. So, I just wanted. I'm gonna have to break this up because so much has happened. I guess I'll give you a quick update on my NACA situation. Okay, so I guess with my last video, I was telling you guys that I am doing a new bill with DR Horton, and I did go ahead and apply with their mortgage company DHI and got their approval, but I was just going to keep NACA on hold just to see what happens. Go move forward with it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, great. I still got my backup. So I went back to my next NACA appointment. They still pushed it out again. They still said they didn't see the payment shock. My income was fine. Okay, my income was fine, but they still pushed me out again. They pushed my appointment out to November, and stop it. I just got to the point to where I'm just like, okay, fine. I'll come back in November. Whatever. Okay, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. But I kept getting frustrated. Like, why are they making this so hard? I thought they are here to help people. You know what I mean? That need the help. Even though I technically don't need it, but I want it. Who doesn't want to be able to be in a position to get a lower payment and a better interest rate and all of the good stuff that they advertise. But then I got to the point to where I'm like,
Mommy, you got?
Thank you, baby. And so I was working with a NACA realtor. She went ghost. She came and okay, let me back up a little bit. She didn't even help me find my house. She did help me sell my house, which I completely thank her for that. Because we didn't even list it. She had somebody else that she was working with NACA, and they came and see my house. The first person to walk through and see the house, and she wanted it for the full price. I'm like, okay, should I wait and list it and see if I can get other offers? Have to deal with people walking in and out of my house, or should I just take this one? I decided to take it. Of course, it was a weird situation because, she didn't, it was like the dual agency thing and all of that. And she did warn me about it ahead of time. And myself, I told her, I don't care as long as I get my money. But I'm going to tell you now, it wasn't a good situation because when I needed her advice on something, I had to reach out to my cousin who was a realtor in another state to get advice because she put her hands up and turned her face away because both of us were standing there. And to me, like I said, she told me ahead of time, but I said, okay, as long as I get my money. So I would advise anybody else to kind of think that through a little bit when you're dealing with somebody that's working for two people, because I felt that she didn't really advise me in this situation. But like I said, I sold my house with, with a NACA person, closed on time, went through, everything was great. But so after that, she didn't want to show me any houses until I got my qualification with NACA. But I'm like, no, I can't do that. My house is sold. I need to, be moving forward. So I took it upon myself to go around looking at some houses and stuff like that. And that's what I did. I found a house. And honestly, I talked to the lady at the place and I was like, I don't need no realtor. She don't need to get paid for doing nothing. She didn't help me find this house. And, she told me, the lady was like, yeah, it'd be, good to have somebody to, protect your best interest, help you through the process. I'm like, you're right. So I did reach out to her. I was like, hey, I'm going to sign this contract. You can come there if you can. She was there. She was there when I signed the contract. But when I tell you after I signed, she went ghost. I ain't heard nothing from her. She wasn't there for, when I had to meet with the superintendent. She ain't been by to see the house, to look at the process. She went ghost. So I was like, you know what? This is not right. I said, let me reach out, fire her, find me another realtor that's really going to help me through the process. So come to find out, it's not an easy process to fire somebody when they were there when you signed the contract. So it was crazy. So I sent her the email and I told her that her services were no longer needed. Because I felt like she wasn't helping me through the process. I haven't heard anything from her. I sent her an email about if I needed to get a pre-drywall inspection. I never received a response. I said, thank you, but your services are no longer needed. She sent me an email back saying that I obviously don't know the new buying process. She don't, it's nothing she does. She just comes at the very end when it's time to close. She has some personal stuff going on in her family and da da da. You know, honestly, if she would have came back at me with a different attitude, I probably would have been like, okay, you know, moving forward, this is what I need from you. But because she came back the way she did, I politely emailed her back. I wasn't rude. I wasn't nasty. I told her, no disrespect to the way that you handle things with the new Brian process, but that's not going to work for me. That may work for the other person, but not for me. And so I told her her services are still no longer needed. I wish her and her family the best, but that's not what I need. I need somebody that's going to go through the process with me. I did have another house, but it was already built. This is a new build. I need somebody that's informative, that's going to be there for me, that's going to help me. Oh, I'm going to have to pause this video in a second and, and get it back going again. I'll be right back.